Hey there, my nerdy nerds. Welcome back to the Last Nerds on Earth podcast. Let's hang out. Have a good time. How are you doing? I hope everything's going amazing for all of you. Just keep it up and enjoy all the little nerdy things in life. You're probably thinking, who are you? You know me. It's Andrew. I play the gray-skinned fire genasi that you love to love. Last time you were with us, our heroes made it off the Oreo and did some shopping. Like lots of shopping. They might have spent like all the money they got from Chad and the dragon. Well, anyway, Aligrax came across some mysterious armor that looks pretty badass. The owner of this armor decided to meet him for a drink to tell him its story. What is this armor? How powerful is it? What the heck was the explosion in the bar? Find out right now.
Silence!
Yes!
Hey.
Oh, that felt good.
So excited. So excited. Okay. Where we last left off with our heroes, they had gotten into town. I can't even remember because it's been so long. Hang on, I'm going to look at shit. Hang on.
I just wrote down town of. I forgot. I didn't even know the name.
I'm taking notes on
Town
this
of
stuff,
mystery.
guys. I'm taking notes on this.
You said it too fast.
Oh, no, it's like stone something.
Stonehenge.
It is the town of Thornhold.
There it is.
Thornhold. Okay, you guys got here. You decided that you wanted to spend some of the gold that you guys had sort of been accumulating on some pretty fun items, I think. Some pretty good gear. You guys got super decked out and ready to go for whatever lays ahead. You guys got super decked out and ready to go. Got some mail. Rain got some mail. It was from his mother saying, hey, I need you to come to Succumbo. I think that's it. And because we need some help, whenever you get a moment. And Aligrax actually got a letter from his dad. But he did not open it, so we don't know what's going on with that particular letter. Succumber, not Succumbo. Anyways, you guys got a bunch of gear, got a couple letters, met a couple characters in town, one of which was the blacksmith named Simon Blackwell. And Aligrax was interested in a set of his armor that he had up there that was all like black and like spikes everywhere and like... it's, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And you invited him to have a drink and you guys sort of gathered up. He had been sort of popping all over the place. You guys sort of gathered up at the Big Prick, which that's,
that's
its
right.
name now. It is the tavern/inn of the town, fairly large. It's basically a giant green ball with a bunch of like spears and swords and arrows and stuff sticking out of it. So, and you guys are sort of sitting there having a discussion when all of a sudden, actually Aligrax was waiting for Simon, but like all of a sudden a tiefling had been sitting in the corner and suddenly there was just this black cloud of smoke after she yelled, oh shit. That's where you guys are.
Oh, yeah.
I need to slow down on D&D podcasts because they're all blurring together. Some of that I could have swore was in like Dungeons and Daddies or something.
It is crazy. I started Throne of Dice the other day, and I started like Character Arcana a few weeks before, and then I started all these other ones, man. So anyways, yeah, they blur together a little bit sometimes. So you're like, oh, wait, weren't they? Nope, they were doing this. Okay. Anyway, that's where you guys are.
Can I roll perception to see if I saw her disappear? If I saw all that?
You can. Yeah, if you can.
That's a 12.
Well, so you didn't see her leave, but as the smoke is slowly thinning, she's still sitting in that chair. You can sort of still see her, and she's and sort of blowing away the smoke. And you hear from the bar, you hear Durham. Hey, Vardy, I told you not to do that. Oh, sorry, won't anymore. Apologies. God damn, just a thing. Goes back to sort of like pouring drinks and making stuff like that. So she, brushes away the smoke and sort of starts to wipe the soot off of her eyes, and she picks up a tiny little object, and looks like it's sort of like hanging over her hands a little bit, and then pulls out a small tool and begins working on it again.
I want to walk up to her.
Okay, so as you're walking up, she notices you and she looks up at you, and she's got like these big goggles on, and they've got like, those multiple different lenses. There's like 2 or 3 different lenses on there that magnify as they go down. And she's sort of blinking up at you with like these big googly eyes. She's like, "Oh, hello."
Hey, that was cool. I kind of like smoke. What was that?
It wasn't intentional. Actually, I was in the middle of trying to get, and she pulls the goggles up, and you notice there's like her eyes are clean and the rest of her face is just like blackened. I was just trying to get this thing to fly around, but unfortunately it exploded. So maybe not so much, but we'll see what we can do. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
What is your name? Oh, I'm Nitvari Lilki. And she reaches out a hand, and it's covered in soot.
Can I call you Nikki?
Nithvari.
How about Nith? All right. Nithy?
No, I prefer my actual name, thank you.
All right. Well, I'll try. I might mess it up. Nithvari.
That's perfect.
All right. What does that do? I'm just kind of curious.
This, right now it explodes. But it's basically, and sort of opens a tiny little compartment, and you can see sort of a very small glow. Basically, I'm trying to repurpose magic shards. So basically, you've got magic crystals, yeah, but once they've been used, there's shards, and they're not very powerful. They're not powerful enough for spells. So what I'm trying to do is take the shards and repurpose them and make them into tiny machines. And you sort of start to look over her a little bit, and you see her backpack, and she's got like maybe a dozen of these hanging off her backpack. They all look a little bit different, but they all have the same general look. They're basically tiny golden creatures, multiple different limbs. Some of them have a couple of hands. Some of them have 2 legs, 2 hands. Some of them have wings. There's some with wheels on them. So, so this is ones that was supposed to be flying, but unfortunately did not happen. So I'm just trying to work out the kinks. So who are you?
I said I'm Carly. I do magic. I'm on a journey with my buddies. And
Okay.
we're on our way to the High Forest,
Oh, it's a High Forest. Okay, yeah. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, well, I need to kill a black dragon, so I've been asking people if they have stuff to help me with that. You wouldn't happen to have stuff to help me with that, would you?
I'm sorry, to kill is Black Dragon?
Oh yeah, it's an ancient black dragon.
No, I'm just a tinker. Well, I'm also kind of, I want to be a tinker, but it's not a very lucrative position right now. So I actually, I'm also a bodyguard.
Oh, nice.
So
I'm
if
a
you needed
bodyguard.
somebody to guard your body, that's me. And you sort of looking over her again. She's not dainty. She's muscular. She's not like beefy, but she's like very, very cut. So she's probably the most in shape tinkerer you've ever met.
Well, nice talking to you. I'm gonna go talk to my buddies and ask them if we need a bodyguard, I guess.
Okay, well, let me know. I could
cool.
always use the gold. So thank you.
All right.
She sort of gives you a little wave. Yep.
I want to go over to the bar and put a gold piece down and tell the bartender, can you get her some stuff? Whatever she wants with this.
She's already paid up, but I'll take it as a tip.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Okay, if she gets anything else, I'll definitely use this first, Carly.
All right. Thanks, man.
Cool, pound it.
Okay.
Well.
Pound it, man.
All right. So yeah, he's got the gold, and anything else she orders, he'll just cover it with that.
Okay, I go back to the table. She's like making these like little golden guys with like magic shards, and she's like a tinkerer, but she's also a bodyguard. Pretty cut. You think we could use her? Like, she's in shape, man.
Well, I don't really see why not. More the merrier in my case.
We got plenty of gold, and she could kind of use the money.
Hello?
I don't see why we really need the extra help.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to put it out there. I like to help people.
Well, I suppose I'm not opposed to it.
And what if she gets those weird things that blew up? What if she gets them working? I mean, that might help us in some sort of situation. She could be good to have around.
Yeah, she said that one that she was working on was supposed to fly, but it blew up instead.
Well,
It was supposed to fly?
Yep.
That could be useful.
I'm gonna wave her over.
She's focused on the thing. She doesn't see you.
Okay, I'll walk over then.
Okay. I mean, you could just shout it out to her if you want to. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, yeah, I'll do that. Hey, Tinkerer, tiefling lady.
Looks up at you.
I forgot your name already.
Oh, I haven't given it to you. That's okay. It's Nitvari. Hello.
Nitvari, hello. I'm all. Wow, I slipped into your accent there for a minute.
Are you making fun of me? That's very rude.
No, I promise it wasn't intentional. Anyway,
just teasing.
what's your rate? Do you want to come with us?
Well, where are you going? Oh, the High Forest. Your friend said, yes?
Yeah, he sort of filled us in on your conversation.
Okay, I'm gonna come over so we don't have to shout.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, cool.
I think we could shout. We could totally do that.
So she gets them fucked up. It just sort of depends. I mean, are you just going there for business, for pleasure? I mean, different rates, different jobs, but usually I do about 25 gold a day.
Well, before we go to the High Forest, we had to make a stop. It's a family matter.
Okay.
This guy named Urkel's gonna be there.
No. Family matters.
Oh, family matters, Urkel's. I got you. All right, hey, everybody clap for Mike's terrible joke, and everybody take
I heard it. I chose to ignore it.
I didn't get it at all. My brain is still waking up.
See, you should do what I do. Anytime someone makes a really terrible pun, like a truly awful pun, magical boot randomly manifests and hits them in the head.
I'm just gonna give everybody else 1d4 of psychic damage.
That works too.
I stole that.
It's literally just vicious mockery then.
Oh, real quick, I'm definitely getting Tasha's Cauldron, that new book that's coming out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah, I'm looking at that too.
that's where Fey Wanderer Rain's subclass came from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, okay, well, where are you guys headed? I mean, you stopping in the direction of the High Forest, or?
Well, first we need to stop by Succumber.
Okay, yes. Oh, yeah. That's on the way, sure.
Yeah, we need to go by there first because apparently something's happened with my family.
Oh,
which is
terribly
weird.
sorry. Is everybody okay, or do you know what's happening?
I don't know. They were a little vague. All I know is they're in Succumber, which they should not be.
I'm terribly sorry. Where should they be?
Not Succumber.
Not Succumber. Okay. All right. Oh, I got you. Okay. It's private. So that's okay. I'm fairly private myself. I understand. So, well, let's see. That's going to be about a 4-day march over there. Well, as long as nothing too crazy happens. So that'd be just 100 gold. And then if we're going into the High Forest, that would probably be, depending on how long we're there. And I do add an extra 10 gold if something truly scary happens, or something that's, if I have to really fight really hard. I mean, thugs on the road, that's part of it. Wolves and stuff like that. But I mean, if an orc band comes nearby and we have to fight them, then I might have to increase, just do the extra 10 basically danger damage or danger fee there. But like I said, most things are covered under the $25 fee. That includes, I'll do watch most of the night, so you guys can get some sleep. I only need about 4 hours of sleep a night anyways, so.
I think you should add that danger fee for sure.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna be getting your money's
Yeah.
worth with us.
Okay, well, like I said, I just take, the safe travel fee. I know we're not going to run into anything. I usually take that up front, and then if we run into something, then I'll add that later, if that's okay with you. That's just sort of how I do my business.
Yeah, we can work it out however you want to.
Okay, do you guys want to sort of ask about what I can do? I mean, I'm not a magic user, but, some sense.
Well, I mean,
I just sort of gesture to her strength, her beefiness.
Which particular?
well, you look like you could probably curl me. So I think your advantages are pretty obvious.
I think everybody at the bar can curl you, I mean, there's a 10-year-old boy outside could probably curl you, my friend.
Well, okay, now I'm feeling a little attacked, but
It's
Yeah,
okay.
as soon as she
Well, he
says
said
that,
little.
Rain starts choking on his drink a little bit.
Right, you are. But yes, what skills do you bring to the table?
Let's see. Well, big fella, do you mind if you just stand up for me really quick?
Algrax slowly stands up from the stool.
Okay, hopefully this doesn't hurt too much. Do you mind if I punch you?
Go right ahead.
1 second.
Famous last words. Go ahead. It'll be fine. Nothing can go wrong.
Okay. It does a 22 feature armor class.
Not if I cast shield.
Going to cast shield.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, all right. So basically, she rears back with a fist, and she goes like, punch it, and it like lands on your chest, and you feel like this heavy impact, but it doesn't damage you at all. Maybe like do like a little inch back, but that's it. She's like, oh, okay. So obviously you're very strong. Can I punch this halfling instead?
You can definitely punch him.
Okay, come here, little guy.
All right. I'm just going to stand on the table.
You're gonna let her punch,
So I'm-
punch you.
Yeah, whatever. I have 32 hit points. I don't know.
Can I position myself behind him to catch him?
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Try to hit me.
Actually,
If you can.
make a strength saving throw. We'll do that instead.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
17.
Who's gonna do it? Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jeez.
so you're just gonna take. Yeah, you guys are rolling really high, and you're like blocking her. She's just trying to make a point. Okay. Well, hang on just a second then.
Can I describe it?
So you're gonna take 8 damage,
Okay.
and you're
Wow.
gonna feel yourself like almost get knocked back, but you do not. Oh wait, and then we have an additional that 2 more damage, and that's 5 more damage. But
Okay.
you don't get pushed or knocked prone. So there you go. So she's going to, rear back, and like you see like this sort of air start whipping around her hand, and she's going to punch forward at you, but not hit you, but then like this bullet of air just like collides with your chest, and you're like, ah! So that kind of hurts a little bit. She like looks and sort of blinks, and she's like, okay, why are you guys trying to hire me?
I'm asking myself the same question.
You guys seem to be
Well, I
doing
don't know.
just fine.
They're showing off.
Yeah, that's still pretty. That still hurt.
I'm not gonna try to, lessen it. Just punch me. I could take a hit, mostly to the head, but just go for it.
Okay, I mean, you guys seem to be like doing just fine. If it's not me, I don't know why you need. I mean, this isn't carrying some extra stuff. I guess I don't know. Let's see. Okay, Bill.
And then she dies.
And she just dies. You guys never have to deal with her again. Yeah. Okay, she's just gonna punch me. This was supposed to be like my super cool character, and she's gonna be like a little bit of a badass. She just rolled a 1, y'all. She just rolled a 1.
Hurts her hand.
I'm gonna move in the direction of her fist, apparently, and then fall down
Give her
as
advantage?
realistic as possible.
You're gonna give her advantage on a punch, or
Yes, I am. I'm gonna try to make this happen.
Okay, so she got a 20.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, so with a 20,
Good lord.
yeah, I can't believe this. This is my super cool tiefling monk tinkerer that I built like a long time ago, and I love her so much. But now,
This is like when Pikachu fought Paris.
it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so she's gonna punch you and do some damage, and then you're going to be stunned. Well,
All right.
so she did 7 damage to you, and then you're also like stunned, like you can't move.
Okay, so describe her miss, I guess, and then her second shot.
So she's gonna swing from basically a wild haymaker from the side, and then she misses that, so she comes with the other hand straight uppercut and like clips you in the chin, and so you're sort of like reeling there a little bit. You're like reeling back, you're like but you can't move for 6 seconds.
Oh, that hurt. I can't move.
That
I can't
didn't
move, guys.
seem to really hit him as hard as I usually hit things. So are you guys
I can't move.
adventurous?
What are you
Indeed we
doing?
You adventurous? Oh, well, why are you trying to hire me? I'm not an adventurer. I'm just.
I'll do it.
Oh, just wait, just one more second. Okay.
What do you do? Go.
So that's just a little stun I know how to do.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
It's one of the things. I mean, you guys seem like you're on the up and up. You don't seem like you need me.
Well,
All right,
no,
I'm gonna
we'll bring
honest.
you along specifically if you do that to him every day.
I don't feel comfortable doing that every day.
I do. I feel very comfortable with you doing that.
And
He's mad at me because I saved our lives.
well, that doesn't seem like a reason to get mad at somebody. But you know,
yeah,
that
that's
seems
what I
like
said.
that's some personal stuff. I don't want to get into that at all. Like that, I don't want to get into that.
All right, well, being honest, these 3 are kind of wanted, so that's kind of why we want you. We need some help because we're going to have trouble. There's no way around it. We're adventurers. We didn't do anything wrong, but they're wanted.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm wanted. I did nothing. I am innocent.
okay.
These two, I completely understand.
Yeah, they're troublemakers. And I look down at Oliver with this weird
I'm just
look.
looking straight forward.
Out of curiosity, do our wanted posters actually say why we're wanted?
Yes, they do. Do you guys want to pull them out and check them out?
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the posters say.
Okay.
It might give us a hint into what they think happened versus what we know actually happened.
Okay, so I'm not going to read exactly what it says. It basically says, Rain, for your picture, it says wanted at the top of it. Did you give your real name to anybody?
No.
I didn't think so. No, you said like you were Allegrax Smart Pants, and then Carly. No, that was Carly. Only Carly did that. Anyways.
Yeah, but he said he was Carly to Tim.
Oh, that's right.
Or did he?
Okay.
Oh, I think
No,
he missed
Some
that.
of the names
Yeah,
are
you missed that.
Allegrax.
Allegrax and the three Allegraxes.
I thought it just said the Scone Bandits.
Yeah, it's the Scone Bandits. I don't know why they would call you the Scone Bandits, but sure. So for Rain, for yours, it says wanted in Waterdeep for the crimes of theft, bribery, impersonating the help, seducing an old woman, murdering of small animals, and flipping off of children.
Okay. At least two of those.
1,000 gold.
At least two of those I don't actually remember doing. Flipping off children was probably me, but like seducing an old woman.
I'm a child.
I don't remember seducing anyone except for maybe the guard.
That's what it says on your wanted poster. 1,000 gold.
What does mine say? I just want to know.
Yours says wanted, has basically a picture of like your hood and your face that's like blacked out, and it says, like halfling. It has a description of you guys as well on there as each person. Wanted for theft, breaking and entering, urinating in the street, and molestation of a public official. So
What?
1,000 gold.
I'm being framed for one of those, and I didn't steal anything.
What does Allegrax just say? Come on.
Allegrax says wanted. It's got a picture of him. It describes his appearance, and then it says wanted for theft, for breaking the heart of a fair maiden,
That callous bitch.
impersonating an official,
Did I do that?
You were
Carly
an
did.
official. Oh, yeah, never mind.
and saying derogatory terms towards a higher up. 1,500 gold.
Ooh, all right.
The impersonation was probably my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys basically only did one of these things total. That's actually bad, but they're really trying to stay. They're really trying to get you. So
I mean, Oliver probably would have urinated in the street when he was invisible.
probably.
I don't know how they would have figured out it was me, but
Does it stop being invisible after it leaves you?
You know what? I was actually
Probably.
thinking about that. Probably not. Probably not.
Only if the stream breaks. Once the stream breaks.
Yeah.
Only if
my
the
God.
stream breaks, but if you sweat, they can't see it, right? So
Yeah.
this is another farts in a bag of holding conversation.
You're not going to sweat the amount you pee, though, unless you're really crazy.
Just to clarify, we are currently discussing the mechanics of whether or not your pee stays invisible and just leaves your body.
for you folks taking notes back home.
This is precisely what we are discussing.
Oh my gosh.
I love these high-level intellectual conversations that we have. They're very educational.
Very
So
heroes of the
classy.
world type of situation. So Nithvari is sitting there watching and sort of listening to you guys talk to this ominous voice in the sky, and she goes, so if you don't need me, I'm just gonna go sit back down. But if you guys decide that you want at least a little company on you, I don't know why you would need me to actually guard you or back up, but if you do, just let me know. I'll be here until probably next couple of days. So just let me know, but I'm gonna go back and finish tinkering. You get into working on something and you don't want to lose it. So let me know and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Then she walks over to her table and sits down, gives you a little wave, and then goes back to tinkering and eating and drinking. So
Right. Well, that was uneventful.
What time is it now?
you guys got there late afternoon, so it's probably say early evening. You guys sat around for a little bit, had that little bit. So yeah.
So, hey guys, before we leave, you think we should try to contact Francois, tell what's going on, because we do have information about a crystal, and Probably wants to know where we're at. I want to talk to him about Chad.
We can drop him a note, but I'd really like to move along as soon as possible.
Send him a letter or something.
Yeah, this letter from my family has me very concerned.
All right. Well, we'll send him a letter before we go.
Well, is there an Adventurers Guild hall here?
There is not.
Okay. Well, never
Generally,
mind.
you'll only find them in larger cities. So Waterdeep, Neverwinter. There is one in Luskin. Let's see. There's some throughout the rest of the world, but I mean that's the primary
Bundaberg.
ones. Bundaberg? No, not Bundaberg.
Yeah, that's where we came from. That's where we trained.
Oh yeah, sorry, the island. Yeah, there's one in Scornabel. There's one in Erebor. I haven't seen some of these. Illipur has one. Tazir has one, but Prose doesn't. Over by the Dragonmere. Baldur's Gate has one.
All right. Well, yeah, let's just drop him a note then. That way we can just get on going. And aren't you guys waiting to meet somebody here? Isn't that why we're here?
Yes, I'm waiting for Simon.
It's funny you mentioned that because Simon walks into the tavern. I was just sort of waiting for you guys to finish that.
I'm gonna point at him. That guy right there.
And he looks over at sort of scans the bar really quick and glances over at Nithvari and sort of gives her a little wave, and she doesn't see him. He's like, okay.
Oh, well, fuck me, right?
And then he sees you, Aligrax, and he gives you a wave too, and then he heads over to the bar, talks with Durham for a second, and then he comes in and sits down at the table and says, good evening, Aligrax and company. Terribly sorry, I don't remember your names. Mind telling me again?
Yeah, sure. I'm Oliver.
Oliver, good to see you again. I guess you were one of my
Yeah, you too.
patrons earlier today, huh?
Yeah, I got some sweet scimitars from you. I'm really excited to use them.
Yeah, well, those are good ones, especially that special one you've got. It gives you a little wink.
Yeah, it sort of makes the other one not really important, but I like the balance, so it'll work out.
Well, if you need to return it, just let me know before you use it. After you use it, I'm gonna have to take it at a discount. I don't want to talk business. Except
No, not at all.
item we discussed, Aligrax. But and your friends' names. You guys also visited my shop.
I didn't. I'm Carly.
Oh, hello, Carly. Well, if you need any metal or leather, just let me know. Chainmail and whatnot. But you look like you're all set.
Yeah, I do magic mostly. I got this leather vest once. I really like it. I stand up and spin around.
Oh, it's very nice. Well, if you need me to put a polish or a shine on it, let me know before you go, and I can get that done pretty quickly for you. That way it sort of keeps the water out, keeps it lasting a little bit longer.
How much is that?
Just about 5 gold.
All right, I take it off and give it to him.
Well, come see me at my
Sounds good.
shop tomorrow. I don't want to carry that around all night.
All right, yeah, it's kind of stinky anyway.
I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you did. Yeah.
Yeah, we were in a swamp.
Well, that explains that.
Are your nipples like little flames?
You guys haven't, showered at all.
No, but we got tickets to the bathhouse and stuff. So
Okay, there you go. Wait, do I have a bathhouse in here?
yeah, because the owner said that we stink and we got rooms
yeah,
and we got a
it's-
ticket to clean up.
Okay, it's upstairs here. Sorry, I forgot. I totally forgot about all that. Been a month, rough month. So okay, and then he looks over you, and you are. Did you mute yourself?
He's muted.
Did I get to put? I get to put another tick on the Rain muted himself. That's 3.
I didn't mute myself. I was distracted.
Okay, well then I'll make a distracted column and a muted column. Hey, focus. It's important stuff.
What was the question?
What's
Who
your
are
name?
you? Who are you?
Sorry, I was looking something up and I got distracted.
Rain, we have 7 more hours to go, so I need you to tighten up. So your name, sir?
Rain.
Oh, Rain. Gotcha.
Didn't you say you bought some stuff from him earlier? Right?
Yeah, didn't you get something from him? Don't you guys
Yeah.
recognize each other? Well, I guess it's
Yeah,
something.
was like-
I
It's like
do
earlier
recognize
today.
him. I do recognize him. I just don't think I ever caught his name.
It's because I didn't give it to you. I just
Exactly. Yeah, we
bought
just
things from you.
business transaction. So not on him, not on me. It's just Yes, he actually purchased the oath bow from me. A very, very powerful bow, and hopefully he puts it to good use here soon.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's good with the bow when he hits things.
Go.
Everyone's good with a bow when they hit things. That's kind of
Yeah,
the point.
it's kind of up in the air with him though.
Well, listen, I get it. I mean, those aren't really my strong suit either. Even though I am proficient in them, I just haven't hit shit with one. So
And at anything with him. We were really good at doing jumpy, slashy moves, but
yes,
You hit one of the fish people on the boat.
that's right.
did.
As he was running
I did.
downstairs.
Yep.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, totally.
That joke's about 4 months late.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take it, we're gonna cut it, and then we're gonna put it in the episode.
The episode that already aired.
The episode that already aired. So it's gonna sound super weird because it's gonna be Alex like, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit this guy. Oh, Oliver, and then it's gonna switch over to shooting fish in a barrel. Yeah, here we go, guys. All right, come on.
No, it'll be fine. Perfectly natural.
Perfectly natural. So I don't know if you ever gave him the name, but we're moving on. So good to meet you, Rain. Alegrax, you had a question for me that I told you I'd answer if you bought me a drink.
Indeed. What's your poison?
Just an ale for me. I've got work early in the morning, so I don't like to overdo it.
A gesture to the bartender.
Durham comes over. Yeah, gonna get you guys.
Take an ale from my friend Simon here.
Ah, you got it, Simon. You actually drinking tonight. Must be a rough evening, but all right. I'll be right back. He runs off, gets it, comes back, and sets it down and, gives Simon a little pat on the back and a little smile to you guys and goes back to his business. So Simon takes the ale and takes a sip out of it, sort of looks around and sets his ale back down and says, Alegrax, this is a story I've not told anyone, mostly because when I tell people the price of the armor and the fact that nobody who ever wears it survives, people they just lose interest in it, I'm not going to wear something that kills people, you know what I'm saying? So when I was a younger man, I had a wife, a couple of kids, lived in a small town or northeast of here called Yartar, and everything was pretty good for a while when over the next couple of months, people started to get a little bit sick. We didn't think much of it. We were entering the winter season, and that just tends to happen. It never got better. And soon more and more people got sicker and sicker. Then my wife got sick, then my kids. So after this sickness ravaged our town, I decided to take a trip. Wandered the world for a little bit, searching here and there for just, purpose, really. I found myself in the Silver Marshes up north. I was leery. I was weary. I was both bleary and weary. Sucked. But I stumbled in upon a cave that, for some reason, didn't have anything growing around it like the rest of the mountain. I thought, okay, well, maybe, something's in and out of here. And I'll stay here for a few moments and then move on. But fell asleep and then almost instantly woke up. Problem was, it was night now, and I began to move around and just sort of search, maybe for my tinder or some sort of light. That's when I felt my beard. I was clean shaven when I went into the cave, but had about a foot-long beard when I walked out. Not sure what happened in between that time. When I came out, it was a different season. I don't know how many years had gone by, how many months. One thing I did know is I was wearing black armor, and the sword that I did not have before covered in blood. I pulled off the armor as best I could. I placed it in a haversack, and I made my way out of the Silver Marshes. I had seen a town earlier and was going to try to make my way there, but upon entry to said town, there was nothing left. Buildings had been ransacked, blood running through the streets. I don't remember much after that. I just simply remember running. Then the next 2 to 3 months were just a blur, and I finally made my way down here and damn near dead when Durham pulled me out of the street, fed me with water, saved my life. I kept the armor and kept it hidden. It always seemed to attract a certain type of person who wished for power and strength. They always wanted to save the world, do the right thing. Every time that person came back, they were a shell of their former selves. Gave me back the armor, gave them back every single gold they gave me. I knew what they had been through. This happened 3 or 4 times before I stopped selling it. I didn't know it would continue to do that, but after the 3rd time, I was pretty much done until a nobleman offered me more gold than my greedy eyes could refuse. He went into the wastelands. It's the last I heard of him. His caravan came back 6 months later. His personal guard came up to me, said, "Sir, take this back." Gestured for me to follow him. I followed him outside to a cart. I went out to this cart and he pulled aside a cloth. I looked at him and I said, "What?" He nodded his head and said, "That's him." I was looking at a silver skull and a jar. I stumbled back and I said, "What's in the jar?" He said, "What's left?" I was terrified. He said, "What kind of man was he?" He said, "One of the purest and most good-natured men I've ever served with. I don't know what this armor did to him, but I'll never be able to unsee it, and I'll never be able to forgive you. I'm very keen on trying to kill you right now, but I promised him I would get him back home. Don't ever show your face up north again." He said, "There won't be a problem, sir. Nobody else will ever get this piece again." He covered up the cot and wandered off into the dark. And I know somewhere out there's somebody trying to kill me. I can't say I blame. So the armor hangs on my wall. That's where it'll stay till I die. And hopefully, after that, somebody will take it and find some way to destroy it.
Wow. That's quite a story. Have you never sought a way to destroy the armor yourself?
Think me a fool? Of course I have. I've talked to every mystic, every mage. At first, I just tried to break it myself. I threw it in the fire and waited. Now, this fire is melted and made mithril. This is a very, very hot fire. Nothing. Didn't even score it. That armor has been shining ever since I found it. So it'll stay on the wall.
Did you put it in a bag of holding and destroy the bag?
Suppose I could, but I have a feeling that it would find its way back to me.
Just might.
I feel I am cursed to carry this on. That's why I stay here, where I can keep an eye on the armor. Nobody else ever has to get hurt from it again.
It's insane. What sort of dark powers might control that?
But I don't know. I do know, not to tempt you, I do know when I wore it, I've never felt more powerful. Physically, mentally, magically. And it wasn't easy to get off either. Yes. I will say this, while wearing it, I did face down 2 ogres myself. Mind you, I'm not a fighting man, but they couldn't land a blow on me. They were felled very quickly.
That's incredible.
It is not worth, no matter what goodness you seek to do in the world, it is not worth the repercussions.
Simon, what if you could find a way to control the power?
No, there is no way to control the power. It controls you. Trust me.
You can't know that for certain.
I know it for certain, boy.
Simon,
I know it for certain.
do you understand how potent, how powerful this could be?
Of course I do. That's why it remains here, under my guard. I won't speak any more of this. And he stands up, downs his ale, gives you a look, and walks out.
Oliver's eating one of Allegrex's scones.
Roll me a sleight of hand check. No, I don't care.
I did and got a 26, by the way.
Okay. I wasn't gonna bother. So you guys see, he walks over to Durham. He, gives him a little talk and a handshake, pats his arm, and then just walks out. And Durham doesn't give you guys a look or anything like that. He just goes back to cleaning, so serving and whatnot.
Well, that got a little heated. So how bad do you want that armor?
I don't want it. I need it. Just the things I could do. From what he says, I could accomplish everything I've set out to do.
Well, I'm not really sure how this is going to work out, but I'm already wanted for breaking and entering in one place, so why not two?
I appreciate that. I'll try to convince him myself tomorrow morning when I go pick up the other set of armor he's making for me.
All right, just keep it in mind. Shouldn't be a problem.
I certainly shall. Thank you.
I know you don't want to hear from me, but wouldn't that be like basically us using the evil crystal? We're just using evil armor instead?
I know, Carly, but think about this. I obviously this is powerful forces to be meddling with, and I know this, and I wouldn't ever want to don that armor in the normal course of battle. But if we ever get ourselves into a situation where we face life or death anyway, and maybe we just have a little bit more power, we can do amazing things. I'm willing to sacrifice myself and my soul to do that. Consider it a contingency plan.
I know you are, but just like the dragon, I know you're still mad, but when it comes down to it, I know it's kind of weird to think of, but I didn't really have many friends for a long time till you guys, and I don't want to lose you.
I know that. Carly, if we come face to face with that dragon again, maybe this could be the deciding factor.
Well,
I can't go not knowing that.
Well, you have a point, but I'm gonna keep looking for stuff to take him down to. I have been. I won't stop.
I think we'll need everything we can. Anyway, let's have no more talk of this tonight.
Yeah, I gotta clean
Some
up.
some more ale.
I smell like Allegrax over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like we all do.
You guys spend the evening sort of drinking, maybe a little bit in silence. Nithvari goes off to bed fairly early on. Durham and Theorem sort of come by and chat with you guys a little bit about just, what's going on in the world and stuff like that. The normal tavern stuff. People come and go. People grab beds and stuff like that. you guys already have your room set up, so you're set on that. And you guys finish your drinks. Is there anything you want to do before I send you guys off to bed?
Just answer me one question.
Yeah.
Do I ever get a drink that's not watered down?
You'll have to ask your party members.
I have a close eye on that the whole night.
Okay. So let's do a Carly, roll me a perception, and Oliver, roll me a sleight of hand.
Ooh.
And we'll see if you're able to like sort of like slip some whiskey or something in there.
I'm a 13.
19.
Okay. All right. So what's crazy is Mike rolled poorly.
Yeah. I got a 9.
One or two of the drinks flag down Durham when like maybe Carly goes off to pee or is chatting up. You sort of talk to him like, hey, can you get me a little bit of whiskey? This guy's, and you slip him maybe an extra gold or two. And he gives you a little bit of a smile and pats you on the back, and then he goes and he's like looking at you, and he like grabs like some whiskey. It's not Windigger, it's just some house stuff, and he pours it in a couple times. Actually, I don't think they have Windigger here, do they?
Yeah, they do. We ordered it.
Yeah,
I ordered it.
They had to shear.
It's basically the Jameson but like really, really, really good. So he, Aligrax.
So not like Jameson.
Jameson is a type of whiskey in the real world. So it's what adults use to make their lives seem better. Anyway.
Yes, I'm so young and naive.
And they do this with a $20 bill, surprisingly.
That is Jack Daniels you're talking about?
I'll say Jack Daniels. All right. Yeah. Imagine I said Jack Daniels instead of Jameson because I agree with Chris on this one. So yeah, Oliver, you are profoundly drunk. Roll me a performance check to see if you can hold it together.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Somebody was looking at a character sheet.
Yeah.
11.
So whenever you guys get up to go, Oliver stands up and then sits back down really quick, and then he like sits there for a second, and then he stands up again, and he sits back down for a second.
I just need a minute.
So
that's what you get, dummy.
Constitution saving throw.
Shit. Man, what's with the 9s? I got 3 9s in a row.
So the fourth time you try to stand up, you feel your stomach start to churn, and I'll give you, if you want to run outside, you're going to puke.
Okay.
Before he does that,
dexterity.
No, I think it'd probably be athletics to run.
Oh no.
So why don't you roll
This is all
athletics?
strength-based shit.
I know, it's fun for me.
Okay, at 12.
12. You managed to get outside. Aligrax, you wanted to do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him outside, and while he's yuking it on the ground, I'm gonna just pat him on the back and lay on hands to sober him up.
Okay. That works. I think we determined that earlier on that would actually, it was like cure poison or something like that, right?
Exactly. Yeah, neutralize poison.
Perfect. So, Oliver, you puke just like everything you've had for the past 2 hours, and you feel fine. And you feel great. You're totally sober. You're like, huh.
Okay. Wow, I feel a lot better already. Oh, wow. Throwing up really doesn't feel good. I'm not a fan of that, but I do feel great. Thank you, Aligrax.
Did that like bring my hit points up at all? Because I am at 19 of 32.
No, but you're about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's fine. How are you at 19? Oh, yeah, she punched
Because she punched me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, man. So, after that display of prowess, anything else you guys want to do?
I think Oliver's ready to go to bed by now.
Oliver weakly walks up the stairs. Rain?
Rain lets them. Rain just sits there and sips on his ale till they're all gone. And he's just gonna wait for like all of his companions to go upstairs.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody wanders upstairs.
As soon as they're gone, he kind of looks over. I need to make a quick roll for what I'm about to do. Oh, that is a beautiful roll. That makes me very happy.
What are you trying to do?
So I rolled an 18 for this. As soon as they're upstairs, like he slams back the rest of his ale, stands up, finds the nearest barmaid, and drops into like all charm.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like he needs one of those nights.
I will tell you, the nearest barmaid is Theron, the husband of Durham.
All right.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
I will say this: Nithavari comes back down for a second. How about that? And she is talking with Durham about getting some extra towels or some shit.
Something about them horns.
He walks over to them. You guys have seen Tangled, right?
For the most part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
Do you know the smolder?
Oh yes, we know the smolder.
He goes right into the smolder. He walks over to them, like all charm. He goes, "Hey,
And she goes, "Oh, hello.
want to get a drink with me?"
You look like you've had enough, but yeah, sure. Why not?" And she orders 2 ales, and she pays for them. She's a modern woman, She doesn't need a man to buy her drink.
He's fine with that. Doesn't bother him a little bit.
Cool. So you guys go on over to a table. Sit down.
He starts drinking. He's like, "Honestly, I just needed company."
I can understand that. I've been on the road by myself for so long. Sometimes you just need, somebody to talk to, yeah?
Yeah.
So what's going on? What's heavy in your heart?
I'm worried about my family. And at this point, he does drop into kind of a southern drawl. So
Come on.
he's like, "I'm worried about my family. They're not supposed to leave the village."
Oh, and they're not, I guess, they're not in the village. Did you get bad news or something?
Nah, you don't understand.
No, I don't. Is this something that you can talk to me about, or is this something you must keep close? Either way, it's
Is
okay.
this some drama? Should we take our headphones off?
No, go ahead. You guys, all 3 of you are like clustered at the top of the stairs. I'm kidding. Go to bed. Take a shower and go to bed. But yeah, Rain, if you don't want them to hear what you want to say, that's fine. They can de-headphone for a little bit and go grab some.
We could take a $5.
We're about to take a break anyway. Okay.
I don't care. It's fine.
Okay.
He's like, "Look, no, my family they live real secluded. Them leaving the village is very bad. It's never happened before."
Oh, so that means trouble.
Yeah, and that makes me very worried.
Terribly sorry to hear that. So your family's in the forest, yeah?
Yeah, we live really deep in the high forest. It's an old family line. We just don't leave.
Okay. Well, there's been strange going on in the world these days, and I don't want to make you any more worried, but maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's just something displaced them, and they just need your help to, get their village back. Maybe that's all that happened.
Yeah, like say a black dragon. Black dragons will do that.
Well, yes and no. I mean, they're generally not very friendly, dragons, but they don't tend to seek out things in the forest to destroy. They're more interested in, collecting treasures and magical artifacts to enhance their power. Did your family have any of this?
Takes another sip of his drink, gets up. "I should go to bed. Have a great night," and walks upstairs.
And she sort of, do you glance back? Do you do the glance back?
Nope, he just walks away.
Okay, then you don't see.
He's
That's okay.
like, "Oh shit."
So
He does get like an "oh shit" look on his face before he does, so she would see that.
she reaches out to you as you leave, but you're already gone. All right. Do you guys want to do a bathing scene or?
I wanted this guy to flirt with you, Jack. Darn it.
I did too.
Yeah,
I was like, let's go. I was shaking my pom poms over here. And
Well, the thing you have to remember is, Rain is still technically a kid.
in Elven terms, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, but you know what? In this world, kids grow up fast.
Not that fast.
It's sad, but they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys bed down for the evening in your rooms. You guys are all freshly washed, if a little bit boozy, except for Oliver, who seems to be handling it fine. And you guys drift off into a peaceful slumber. Join us next time on The 5 Crystals. Will Goku finally kill Frieza?
I can't do anything higher than that.
man. Looks like there might be another companion coming with the group on their adventure to the high forest. Tune in next time as they continue their journey. Trust me, stuff gets pretty crazy once they get to their destination. Time for some shameful plugging here. But wait, this will be for everybody. Join our Discord and come hang out with us. We are trying to build a kick-ass community of nerds, ones that can stop by, say some fun stuff, hang out, have some good conversation, and even eventually play D&D with other members of the group. Check out our Twitter for the invite at Last Nerds Earth. Also, check out our Patreon. You not only get access to the Patreon-only sections of the Discord, you get all new episodes way early, and you get bonus content and other kick-ass benefits based on your tier level. And the tiers only start at just $1. Come check it out on patreon.com/lastnerdsonearth. Thanks for hanging out with us. Stay nerdy, my friends.
Real quick,
You're asleep.
Sorry, no.
That was the end of the episode. We did the Dudes. Go on.
Sorry, I just remembered this. Did I mention that my character's subclass comes with the fun aesthetic of flowers whenever I sleep?
You know what? I feel like you mentioned that once. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you
so
mentioned
like,
something. Yeah.
Rain is asleep and tiny little flowers are starting to grow around him.
Yeah, whenever he rests.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome, man.